Woes of the telephone man. The telephone repairman sat and buried his face in his hands, as one who weeps bitterly in the face of great misunderstanding. You don't know what trouble is until you've been in my business for a while. Wait until I tell you what happened to me this morning. A woman over here in a flat house sent word that the central girl was annoying her deliberately and bothering her and cutting her out every few seconds, and breaking up all our conversations because she had the girl called down by the manager for being fresh yesterday. The manager watched the girl for a while and saw that she wasn't monkeying with the woman's wire. But the woman still complained, and the monkey business started right in while she was talking to the manager. He didn't believe the girl could be doing it, but she was a deep, dark, Spanish, resentful-looking person, and he had his doubts. He put another girl in, same trouble, half a sentence, then a long pause, then half a new sentence. There was only one thing to do, call the repairman. Sure. When nobody knows nothing and there can't nobody tell what's the matter, call up maintenance and say you want that wire fixed in 10 minutes. We went over to the house and followed the wire to the roof, all regular. We followed it down and into the window and right to the instrument, all regular. We followed it across the block and across the street and 2 more blocks to the conduit. Nothing doing. There's only one thing to do in a case like that. It's back to the roof. I went back. The connection was all right all across the roof. I cut in on the wire and talked with the chief. Nothing interrupted us at all. He said there must have been a miracle and the wire had fixed itself. Told me to take another long last look and then call him up again. By that time, he might have thought of something. I went all over every post and staple and joint in the line again. Everything was perfect. Meantime, the wind began to come up. When I called up the chief again, about 6 words in every 12 went through. Trouble had all come back. Chief asked me if I'd been drinking or throwing him down. I got enough of that to get the point of it. All of a sudden, I noticed that the lapses in my talk with the chief came at the swaying of the clothes on the roof. I forgot to say there was a big washing out there. Of course that meant something. I hadn't followed the line through the clothes because it didn't touch any support between one side of the roof and the other, and the trouble could only have occurred at a support. In about 2 feet, I found the whole trouble. The brilliant and intelligent wash lady who had hung out that wash had found the telephone line a great convenience. She was using a galvanized iron rope herself, and she had tied one end of it around the telephone line and the other end to an iron fence on the other side of the roof. Every time the wind blew and tightened the thing up, the galvanized wire cut into the insulation of our line and made contact, and the iron fence did the rest. The wire grounded every time there was a puff of wind. I went down and told the subscriber about it, and though I didn't tell her I thought she ought to fire the wash lady, it was her wash lady, incidentally, I put it to her pretty strong, and this is what I got. It all seems very complicated and plausible now, of course. You telephone people always stand by one another. I don't doubt you would give up your place to save that girl if necessary. No doubt you have your reasons. Certainly it has taken you long enough to straighten matters out, and the girl was very impertinent.